By using the substitution t equals to square root x, find the exact value of this integral. So means we need to change all x value in terms of t. So for the first step, given that t is square root x, we rewrite into the power. So when we differentiate t respect to x, power move to the front, power minus 1, negative half. So when we rewrite it in proper, you can see this is 1 over 2 square root x. So you can notice that this square root x already be substituted in term of t. So you need to find out what is your dx, what's your x minus 1, what's your value here. So for dx here, we can cross multiply. And then we can find out actually dx is equals to 2 square root x dt. But we don't want in term of x. So means this square root x should be substituted in term of t, become 2 t dt. So the firstly, t equals to square root x. Secondly, dx already in term of t, which is 2t dt. Then we have to figure out what is our x here in term of t. So from the questions where t equals to square root x, when I want x, I can square this equation both sides in order to get this x. So x is equals to t squared. Then for this limit, when x equals to 9, t will be square root of 9, so you get 3. When x equals to 4, t will be square root of 4, which is 2. So finally, every term in the x here already changed to t. So therefore, we rewrite our questions here. Integrate for lower limit 4 is become 2. Upper limit 9 is become 3. So for square root x, it is t. For x here, it is t squared minus 1. So for dx here, it is time with 2t dt. So notice here, we can simplify this fraction where you can see 2 can be factorized out. So inside here is t squared over t squared minus 1. For this fraction, when you want to integrate this, and we notice that this fraction is improper fraction where quadratic divide by quadratic, means this function still can be simplified. So we have to do our long division to simplify this process. So for long division, numerator t squared over denominator t squared minus 1, we need a t squared here. So the remainder here is 1. Therefore, we simplify this fraction. It will give us a quotient of 1, remainder of 1 over divisor t squared minus 1 dt. So now we can integrate 1, but observe the fraction here is still not ready to integrate. If we want to use formula, let's say this is fx. When we want to differentiate it, up here supposed to be 2t, so it doesn't give us the pattern. When we don't have that pattern, means formula cannot solve it directly. We need to use technique of integration. For fraction, to overcome the problem, here we will use partial fraction. So therefore, for this fraction, we're going to express it in partial fraction. So make sure our denominator here is in factorized form. T plus 1, t minus 1. So we express it in partial, t plus 1, another one t minus 1. So when we're having a denominator linear, numerator will be a constant. So when this denominator is linear, numerator will be a constant b. We build out the equation where this a need to time with t minus 1, b will need to time with t plus 1. Then we do the let method, let t equals to 1 in order to solve this, to find these two unknown a, b. So we get 2b. b here is equals to 1 over 2. Then we let another t value, which is negative 1. We can get a, which is negative 1 over 2. So when we substitute here, you can notice that this partial fraction is equals to 1 over 2, where a is negative 1 over 2, denominator t plus 1, b is 1 over 2, denominator t minus 1. So negative. Then from here we can simplify one more step, where this value of 2, I can expand back in order to simplify this 1 over 2. When I expand back, we are integrate 2 minus 1 over t plus 1. So this will give us an easier form. So every term of it in this function are ready to integrate. So integrate 2 become 2t. So integrate this will become ln t plus 1 over 1, because coefficient here is over 1. Then ln t minus 1 over 1. So we use our formula fraction, formula number 6. Then we're going to substitute our upper limit minus lower limit. Substitute 3. Minus substitute lower limit 2. Then we simplify. So 6 minus 6. 6 minus 4, which is 2. We can't write it into decimal because the question said we need to find it in exact value. So we have to find it into the simplest form without decimal. So for negative here, we factorize out. So you can see that ln 4, when we factorize out, negative will plus ln 2. Here will be minus, negative, negative, positive. Positive factorize still negative. So negative factorize will be positive. So simplify this. Ln plus ln, the item will be multiplied up. So 4 will be multiplied by 2, minus ln 3 means divide by 3, then multiply with 1. Okay, so here we have a mistake here, where this is plus. So when I factorize negative, it's supposed to be negative. So ln 4 minus ln 2 divided by 2, then minus ln 3 divided by 3. When we simplify this, it will be ln 2 over 3. So if I want to move out this negative, it will 2 plus ln 2 over 3 power negative 1, 2 plus ln 3 over 2. So we can accept this answer or this. Therefore, for these 7 marks, so the first mark will be going to observe how you change all the x term in terms of t. So how we do this in terms of t? Then we simplify. So that is a concept to simplify. When we have improper fraction, we simplify. We're doing long division to get this simplest form. Then we perform our partial fraction, all this, in order to get this new form, so that you can integrate and state out upper limit minus lower limit to be simplified until this, either this or this. Alright, so here partial fraction, working, and answer. 7 marks.